Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company at Dubai Watch Week 2023. We're here with Frederique Constant. I'm here with Roland, Complications watchmaker for the company. You have been personally involved in the development of this. Now, this is the Manufacture Tourbillon, but looks can be deceiving. It's not just a Manufacture
It's not a regular one, no.
So what sets this apart?
What it sets apart, it's a couple of firsts. So at first we have the meteorite in combination with the platinum. That's already a first for Frederique Constant. But the things that makes it really special is the complete hand finishing on the movement. So we tackled everything. Every screw has been touched. Every side of a bridge, for example, has been touched. Nothing stays untouched. Every steel part is black polished. Every angle has been beveled, all by hand, all by traditional means.
Now we have a really sharp break between the lugs and the case. The finishing
Yep.
externally is just as impressive as internally.
Thank you.
But tell me how long it takes to finish these internal components. Because
Just a bridge alone can take up to 12 hours, depending the condition. Because sometimes you have one small thing, you have to get it out, and you have to go back sometimes.
And so this is truly hand finished. You were
Yeah.
saying before 150 to 200 hours for everything in this movement.
Yeah, for the
all
whole.
finish.
Yeah, and then we started assembly, and then we started regulating. So there's a lot of hours in there.
And you were saying that this is going to be done very traditionally. This is bevels finished with
Yeah.
gentian wood, screws
Yeah.
black polished with a zinc plate.
Yeah.
And this is done by you.
Yeah, and my colleague Roma. So it's really an initiative of us two. We directly went to the director, the CEO, to ask if we could do something. He found it a good idea. He was happy, but he wanted to see something. So we made two small parts as an example. One rhodium coated, one ruthenium coated. I was like, which one do you like better? He chose the ruthenium. So then we advanced and made a whole movement. We showed it again. He was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. It's cool. It's nice. And then we came up with this. It's our baby, actually.
So tell me a little bit about the different types of finish that go into this movement.
Yeah.
We talked a bit about beveling, we talked a bit about black polishing, but that's not all.
No, so there's hand hammering as well. Hand hammering also done traditional way. Of course, jewelers have the machine where you can just make a hand hammering real quick. This is really done by stake and hammer. Stake, hammer, step by step, pin by pin. You make the bridges.
And this is also a new case size, 39 you were saying?
Yeah, 39. So newly introduced this year. We also have it in steel and in rose gold, and this really being the high level one of the pair.
Now, Frederique Constant is known for value. My initial guess was this would be somewhere in the 50,000 range, but you said it's considerably less than that.
Yeah, it's 43,000 euros.
And I have checked this out firsthand at close range in person. I can tell you the finish really is that good. So if you're looking for something extraordinarily special, you have an open mind and a slightly above average budget. 43,000 is still not cheap,
still,
by
yeah.
no means. But if you've got an open mind and an open wallet, maybe we should say this would be the best tourbillon for you to consider. Absolutely above category in every way, from the meteorite dial to the finish of the platinum case to the detailing of the movement. This is not the kind of watch you typically associate with Frederique Constant. This is a new high for the brand and genuinely cool. So we have another watch here that I think is kind of interesting to look at because it's a collaboration. This is the Manufacture Perpetual calendar collaboration with Peter Speake,
Yeah.
creator of the Speake-Marin brand. Tell me about how this came about and what this watch is all about.
Well, it started first with a collaboration with his site, The Naked Watchmaker. So the first collaboration was really what came up in his mind first, how it started with vintage watches. So it used to have a brown dial. And now for this piece we really have a monochrome look. So completely different than the first one. First one's really nice as well, but this one is a bit more easygoing. The other one is really colors all over the place. This one, a really monochrome gray look. And really working together with Peter Speake on the design on this one.
So you went with a 41mm steel case, but it's black DLC. It's got
Yeah.
a very stark look to it. Was
Yeah.
was that his input, or was that sort of mutually agreed?
I think it was mutually. I wasn't really involved in this particular piece, but what I've seen from the first collab, I think it's mutually agreed. Sorry.
It's interesting to me that you do have the anthracite gray
Yeah.
with the white contrasts on the dial and the same on the strap. But the real contrast is actually the mechanism underneath. And what surprises me for an affordable perpetual calendar is that the module under the dial is actually quite attractive.
Yeah. So this also has, of of course, a bit of a different finishing. It's a bit more expensive than a regular normal QP. So this one is around 12,000.
That's 12,000
yeah,
franc.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's also because the more finishing, of course, smaller limited edition, 35 pieces of those, and everything has been reworked extra. So every piece got a satin finish or either a polish. So there's a bit more work than in a regular one.
Still very affordable for a
Yeah.
Perpetual calendar, especially one with an in-house caliber. A really interesting watch on a lot of levels, but it's only 35 pieces, correct?
Yeah,
And if you want one, you probably get it relatively soon because they're coming out in December.
December, yeah.
Very cool. So if people want to know more about Frederique Constant, where do they go?
The website, or either you can go to a store close to you, which is selling Frederique Constant.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No worries.